Hello and welcome to another edition of Beer Dad's Beer Reviews. Thanks for stopping by to watch this beer review. Going to do a beer from Northern Monk, and it's another one of their supermarket beers from their joke range, as I call them, because let's be fair, some of their supermarket stuff is an absolute joke, and this one could be the king of all the jokes. We're going to do this, and this is Northern Monk's Screwball Raspberry Ripple Ice Cream Bubblegum Pale, coming at 6% ABV, an Ice Cream Van Classics. I hope it's not a series of Ice Cream Van Classics. Let's see. I mean, okay, that looks good on the shelf. Let's say because it's out of Sainsbury's, cost me $3.50. Ice Cream Van music means grabbing some change and running to the street, grab a screwball, swirling with raspberry, vanilla, and bubblegum flavours. This one is just for grown-ups, best served cold. Sorry, best served as cold as the North. What's with their Faith and Futures beers? The Faith and Future beers are usually pretty good. The Faith and Futures is a charity that they run. Anyway, let's have a look what's in it. Water, malted barley, oats, lactose, raspberry puree, vanilla, and natural flavours and yeast. Okay, I say 6%. Best before the 3rd of April 26. Let's pop it top, let's see what we've got. I don't hold out much hope for this, if I'm being honest with you, because as I say, Northern Monk's supermarket range are very hit and miss, and I think this one could be a miss. Anyway, let's get it into a glass. So, wow, so it pours pink. It looks like a sour beer in a glass. What have we got? 2 fingers, densely compact, light pink. Head, the beer itself, yeah, it's a hazy pinkishness. Okay, I mean that. I'm gonna say it looks like a sour. It looks okay. Let's get stuck in. Raspberry. A lot of raspberry. Vanilla. And there is a touch of that sort of bubblegum feel to it, sweet. I remember getting sort of these when I was a kid. My nan used to get us them all the time, and it was cheap ice cream in a plastic cone with a cheap penny bubblegum at the bottom, with raspberry sauce across the top, or raspberry ripple, something like that. But it was cheap ass ice cream, I remember it. The same as when you get the chalk ice in paper, cheap ass. Right, let's go for the body carbonation. Oi, oi, oi. Mr. Wasp, you don't want to touch this. Light-bodied carbonation is soft. Oh dear. Right, big taste out. Here we go. That's fucking awful. That is absolutely terrible. I knew it would be. There's no sweetness on it. There's no real. It's watery. There's a bitter finish, bitter back end that lingers around. It's not good. That is not good, and I've paid me money, so I'm going to drink the bloody thing. But yeah, it's another beer to add to the Northern Monk beer joke section. Absolutely fucking awful. There is nothing good about this beer. It tastes a little bit medicinal when you get a really big mouthful, and then not medicinal in a good way. You've been given some kind of vaccine. I don't know. Here comes the rant. I don't know how. It's another beer that I don't know how it's got past QC. How this has got past the tasters and they've gone, that's great. How the Sainsbury's buyers have tasted that and gone, that's brilliant. Unless they've tasted it at the brewery and it's different at the brewery, straight on tap and straight out the fucking barrel. And then something's got in here and it's done something to the can. I don't know. It's awful. And to be fair, I'm convinced, genuinely convinced, that they have. There's two parts to Northern Monk's Brewery. There's the bit where they do the stuff for the website. The old Flax Store beers, which are very good. The Patrons Project beers, which are very good. And then you go through a little door, and then the lunatics run the asylum. And it's just a case of, let's just throw any old shit together, call it this, and let's just put it out there and see what knobheads buy it. And this knobhead's bought 2 cans of it. One for here, one for somewhere else. There's nothing good about this beer at all. They're just. I've got a West Coast IPA called Twin Pines. I'm hoping that's going to be better. It has all the hallmarks of being better than this. This is just rubbish. Northern Monk, I know you don't watch, I know you don't care, but you're better than this. So much better than this shit that you're pumping out. But while people like me are reviewing this and giving it and absolutely ripping it to bits, people are going to go out and going to buy it, and then what will happen is, or they don't buy it, and what will happen is they'll just get replaced with another kind of shit, and we're in the same perpetual fucking loop of rubbish. Don't get me wrong, some of their stuff that you get in the supermarket is very good. Heathen, fucking Wasp Line Rod, Heathen, Faith, all that's all pretty good, but that's their flagship, they're their flagship beers, so they have to be good. You know, some of the stuff they put on from the Patrons Project stuff, the Smug and the Tank Petrol, they're decent, and they were really good when they were Patrons Project beers. But in the supermarket, and they're just standards, but the cans stand out. This is just whack, absolutely whack. What was that one? Sun, Sea and Juice, Sea, Sunshine and Juice. Rubbish. These were once really, really good, and now they are so hit and miss. In fact, they're almost a laughing stock. They really are. They've gone down the shitter like Brewdog did. I'm going to finish drinking it. I hate it. Horrible. I'm going to finish drinking it because I've paid me money. Oh, that's an abomination. It's an absolute abomination. That could have been so good. That could have been nice and sweet. Nice little bit of earthy raspberry in there. Lovely. A little bit bitter, a little bit of sharp tartness. Could make that into a sour. Make it into a sour and it'll be lovely. Bit of sweet vanilla. Bit of raspberry. Beautiful. We do a pale at 6%. 6%, that's IPA range. Anyway. Absolute shit show for beer. It really is. Wow. I'm not surprised. Anyway, here we go. Northern Monk Screwball. The Raspberry Ripple Ice Cream Bubblegum Pale at 6%. Do I like it? God damn it, no. Will I buy it again? Absolutely not. Will I recommend this to friends? Absolutely not. It's a shit show. If you've had this beer, let me know what you think. Put a comment in. I will put a link to the Northern Monk website in the description box. I don't think you can buy this beer from there. Do like the video. Do like if you don't. Subscribe down here. See you in the next one. Hopefully it's something a little bit better. Hail.